Please rise if you are able for the graduand procession. Please remain standing until the graduands have been seated.
Please take your seats. The procession will continue momentarily.
Please rise if you are able for the academic procession.
In the toil of thinking, in the serenity of books, in the messages of prophets, the songs of poets, and the wisdom of interpreters, in discoveries of continents of truth whose margins we may see, we delight in free minds and in their thinking. In the majesty of the moral order, in the faith that right will triumph, in the courage given us when we ally ourselves to truth in any form. In the privilege of being co-workers in good causes, we celebrate the unseen goals we share and serve. Let us build a world safe from war and oppression, free and satisfying, one that ultimately furnishes answers for us all. Please be seated.
Graduands, friends, and family, good morning and welcome. I'm Cynthia Holmes, Dean of the Ted Rogers School of Management. Before we begin, I'd like to acknowledge the land that we're celebrating on today. Toronto is in the Dish with One Spoon territory. The Dish with One Spoon is a treaty between the Anishinaabe, Mississaugas, and Haudenosaunee that bound them to share the territory and protect the land. Subsequent Indigenous nations and peoples, Europeans, and all newcomers have been invited into this treaty in the spirit of peace, friendship, and respect. Class of 2023, it is so wonderful to be here today to celebrate your academic achievements in person. I am so proud to congratulate our new graduates and to share in this special celebration with family and friends. As students, you've demonstrated your ability to pivot to virtual learning during the pandemic, to adapt to a changing environment and be resilient during a very challenging time. You have also demonstrated your leadership and desire to push beyond conventional business education, to take innovative and creative risks, and to work collaboratively to contribute to your community. I encourage you to continue this approach as alumni and to use the tools that you've acquired here to promote business initiatives that have local, national, and global relevance and change society for the better. And although your time as an undergraduate student is ending, you remain a valuable member of our family. And like all strong families, our school embraces its deep and lasting connections to alumni. And speaking of families, I want to thank all of your families and friends for supporting you through your Ted Rogers School experience. I'm so glad you can be with us here today. I sincerely hope, graduates, that you stay connected by joining your alumni association and that our paths will cross again in the workplace, at Toronto Metropolitan University events, or in the classroom as lifelong learners and graduate students. Take advantage of the many benefits and services you have as alumni, including support from our Business Career Hub for Life. And when you are out there doing great work, your new colleagues are going to turn to you one day and say, "That's so impressive. Where did you learn that?" I want you to confidently tell them, "I'm from the Ted Rogers School of Management." All right, to begin this very special day, I introduce you to the Chancellor of Toronto Metropolitan University, Janice Fukakusa.
Graduands, I am proud and honored to speak to you here today. It's a time of very well-deserved celebration. We share our pride in your success with everyone whose love and support has played a part in bringing you here today. And I want to give a round of applause for all your supporters around the stage. You have all been through a remarkable experience. You endured and navigated a pandemic and came through it achieving your ultimate objective. You succeeded by facing and overcoming unforeseen barriers. Adversity makes us stronger and wiser. Be proud of what you've achieved and never stop learning. Embrace a lifetime of personal growth. And the best way to achieve that is to cultivate your curiosity, because embracing opportunity and new challenges will expand your horizons and take you to places you never imagined. And as you navigate your career path, remember that your work is going to fill a large part of your life. And the only way to make that time truly satisfying is to love what you do. And the only way to do great work is to keep on looking until you get to the point where you love what you do. And if you haven't found it yet, you'll know it when you find it. And finally, wherever your next step of your journey takes you, I ask of you to give back to the community, to your workplace, and to your family and friends. Be a champion for a cause that makes lives better. For me, those causes have been supporting the fight to cure cancer and advocating for accessible education for all. Whatever your cause, weave it into your life as a personal passion. And on this special day of celebration, let me close by offering my congratulations and best wishes on your journey. Thank you.
Thank you, Chancellor Fukakusa. Now, please welcome the university's President and Vice Chancellor, Mohammed Lashmi.
Thank you, Dean Holmes. Welcome to our graduates, family and friends, colleagues from across the university community and beyond. To the class of 2023, this is an important day for you, and you have our warmest congratulations. You are all graduating at a milestone moment in history. Despite the challenges brought on by the pandemic, you remained committed to your studies, kept connected with your classes, and served your community in more ways than I can mention here. Milestone also because your academic journey will be forever linked to our historic name change. What has not changed from the moment you choose to study here to the moment you cross this stage to accept your award are our values. And when you return as alumni, you will feel right at home. Change is a continuing theme at our university, and in 2023, it holds special meaning. We are celebrating a remarkable triple anniversary this year. 75 years as an institution, 30 years as a university, and 1 year with our new name, Toronto Metropolitan University. You are the first class to receive your degrees with the new name, TMU. Each of these on its own is a significant milestone. Together, they represent an evolution that is almost unheard of in the academic world. Reflecting on these milestones, I can safely say the reason for our success is in this room, you. As we move forward together, I encourage you to embrace the same steadfast drive and determination that defines us as TMU. Both you and the university look ahead to a new chapter and a bright future. Future of promise and optimism, better prepared than ever to meet the challenges and opportunities ahead. To our graduates, this is your time. You have what is the world looking for: talent, energy, and new ideas. Your years here have prepared you for this moment. We are so very glad that you choose this university, that you immerse yourself in our university community. I hope you are feeling grateful for each other. You have shared the university experience that forges lasting friendships, which brings us full circle. We may find success as individuals. As a society, we depend on each other. We need loved ones. You have many celebrating with you today. We need colleagues and community. In French, you know, we never say goodbye. Instead, we say au revoir, which literally means until we see you again. Enjoy your very special day and stay close to your alma mater, for together we will shape the future. Thank you, and I invite you now to please enjoy a short video. Thank you.
As Canada's most urban university, we represent all that it is to be metropolitan. This word has defined our identity for 75 years, as we've brought some of the brightest and most creative minds together in downtown Toronto. From day one, our mission has been unique: to serve societal needs and prepare students for impactful careers. First as an institute of technology, and then as a rapidly growing university. Through it all, we've been shaped by metropolitan life, from the density of our landscape to the creativity that pulses through our city, to the diversity of our community. And now, we proudly embrace it as our name. We've grown along the way, but that's only fueled our aspirations to improve lives on our campus, in our city, across the country, and around the world. Join us in celebrating 75 years as an institution, 30 years as a university, and 1 proud year with our new name. We are Toronto Metropolitan University. and we are honored to have you as our graduating class.
Chancellor Fukakusa, President Lashmi, Provost Yanachito Provenzano, deans, esteemed colleagues, and representatives who join us on stage, members of the graduating class, family members and friends, honored guests. It is my great privilege to deliver the citation for Rola Dagger, upon whom Toronto Metropolitan University is conferring the degree Doctor of Laws honoris causa, our highest award. Rola Dagger has not only built an exceptional career in the high technology sector, she has also translated her business leadership success into a platform for champion equity-related causes. Her incredible life trajectory from her childhood in war-torn Lebanon to a position at the peak of international business leadership demonstrates incredible strength of character and remarkable determination. In her role as Global Channel Chief of Dell Technologies, Ms. Dagger is responsible for an estimated $60 billion of revenue per year, more than half of Dell's overall annual revenues. It is fitting that last year, she was named a lifetime recipient of the International Horatio Alger Award. That award recognizes an individual who has overcome adversity to achieve success and leveraged this success to pay it forward. Ms. Dagger's story is one of achievement in the face of tremendous obstacles. She was born in a village in Lebanon during a period of civil strife and war. At 15, she entered into an arranged marriage. As civil war intensified, she escaped Lebanon in the trunk of a car with her husband and daughter, making her way to Cyprus and eventually to Canada, where other members of her family had already settled. Ambitious and determined to be self-sufficient, she started in entry-level retail jobs until she learned English, then began to work at Bell Canada as a telemarketer. She worked her way up through the company, taking on progressive leadership positions where she was often the only woman in the room. After 15 years at Bell, she landed at Dell Canada, eventually becoming a vice president before moving to Cisco Systems Canada, where she was president of the company. However, 3 years later, she made her way back to Dell after being personally recruited to return by its founder and CEO, Michael Dell. Ms. Dagger believes in diversity of thought and has made it her mission to empower, support, and foster diverse talent. Her commitment to empowering women is shown through her recognition as one of the top 25 women of influence, one of Canada's most powerful women, top 100, and by being named Woman of the Year by the group Women in Communications and Technology. Ms. Dagger is a co-founder of the Black North Initiative, which aims to use a business mindset to remove anti-Black systemic barriers. Rola Dagger, for overcoming great obstacles to achieve great success, and for being a change maker in the cause of equity and diversity, we celebrate and honor you today. I would now like to call Chancellor Fukakusa, President Lashmi, and Rola Dagger to the podium for the conferring of the degree.
Toronto Metropolitan University, by virtue of the authority granted by the Province of Ontario under the Toronto Metropolitan University Act, has awarded the degree Doctor of Laws honoris causa with all the rights and privileges attended thereon to Rola Dagger.
Wow. What a great honor. You know, when someone reads my accolades and my background, I get emotional and I get goosebumps, and I almost tear up every time, no matter how long and how old I am. But today, it's a little bit more for me by looking at this room and looking at the diverse people in this room. And today is Refugee Day. As an immigrant and as a refugee, I want to dedicate this honor and this degree to all of you. If you're a refugee or an immigrant sitting in this room, be proud of you and what you have accomplished to date. So for all the parents in the room that sacrificed everything they built up to come to this country to give you that opportunity, this degree is for all of you parents that gave up so much for your kids. First, let me begin by expressing my heartfelt gratitude to the individuals who have played significant role in my journey to this point. Because I'll tell you, no matter how successful you get in life, no one, I mean no one, gets on a podium and achieves success on their own. So thank you to the Toronto Metropolitan University, and my biggest thank you and gratitude for someone that believes in me so much and give me that opportunity, and that is President and Chancellor Lashmi. Thank you. Provost, deans, esteemed guests, and representative of your university on this stage, and to all the family members and to all the graduates, thank you for being here today, and thank you for giving me that honor and opportunity. Most importantly, I always talk about success, but to me, success is not achieved unless you have a strong foundation behind you. And everything I am today is because of my father, my mother, my 5 sisters, and my 2 incredible kids, Stephanie and Michael, that I'm grateful for, that make me a better mom every single day. So their love and support for me, but most importantly, their belief in me, has been the driving force of my success. So today, I stand before you in awe. Why? Because as a little girl from a very small village in Lebanon called Dahr al-Mghara, the translation of those 3 words is back of the cave, with no formal education, receiving this honorary doctorate degree. I'm overwhelmed with honor and gratitude, and as a proud Lebanese and a grateful Canadian, I thank Canada for the day that stamped my passport, and I say that was the stamp of hope and opportunity. See, my life journey has been far from typical. If I was meant to follow the normal trajectory of life, I wouldn't have waited half a century to get this degree. I would have been on an academic stage over 30 years ago, but instead of graduating from high school, I ran away from snipers. Instead of learning physics, I mastered how to carefully navigate missiles by escaping into a bomb shelter and hiding my 5 sisters. Instead of going to prom and celebrating, I became skilled at covering the ears of my 2-month-old baby from the sound of dropping grenades. My life did not follow a typical path. If anyone knows me, they will tell you Typical is not in my vocabulary. Neither is no. I am a disruptor, but sometimes, actually most of the times, I'm also called the shit disturber. So, the word no is a small but mighty word, a word that we sometimes fear to hear, a word associated with a lot of rejections and failures. How many of you in the room has gotten a no? Put your hand up. Great. I sure have many times. See, life has knocked me down a few times. It has showed me things I never wanted to see. I've experienced poverty, sadness, illnesses, bullying, racism, and failures. But one thing for sure, I always did, and I will always get back up again. Although no is a tiny word, it comes with a mighty lesson and pushes us outside of our comfort zone. It's a word that takes us from good to great. See, I'm a living proof of the power of yes. So take those no's and turn them into opportunities. Those opportunities that turn into gratitude, and never take the yes for granted, as that could have been a no. I'd like to share 3 lessons I've learned throughout my 52 years of journey. And I really hope you pay attention to those 3 lessons that will guide you into the future in your success. Lesson number 1, cherish the person you are and embrace it. Embrace your uniqueness, and don't spend too much time trying to meet other people's expectations. Define your own path and lead an authentic life, and always believe you are enough. I'll repeat, always believe you are enough. Second, the priority of your health should be your number 1, and your health is your wealth. See, I neglected my own well-being for years because I thought I was a superwoman. But I've learned the hard way that taking care of yourself, both mentally and physically, is crucial. See, life is not a sprint, it is a marathon. So pace yourself, take time to rest, reflect, and nurture your mind, body, and soul. Lastly, we as humans, we think we make a life of what we get. That is title, success, money, power. But the truth is, we make a living by what we give. Leave a positive impact on others, and always give back. The joy of helping others is immeasurable. Your education today has equipped you with the knowledge and skills that you need to succeed. But it is your passion, your resilience, and your unwavering commitment that will set you apart. So remember, learn it, earn it, and return it. You spend the first 20 years of your life learning, and you'll continue to learn. But once you graduate and you go out there and you start earning it, because nothing is given, you gotta work hard to earn it. And then once you do that, you better make sure that you return it back to your peers, to the community, to the country, and to your family and the community. Graduates, I urge you to remember that your choices today will shape your future. So congratulations on your hard work. Walk away knowing that we, all of us, need you. I need you. Your family, your parents, your siblings need you. Canada needs you. And we need you to show up united, speak up proudly, and stand up strongly. Because it's not about when life knocks you down, it's about what you do when you get back up. And I'll share something with you that my 86-year father, that reminds me every day. Rola, life owes you nothing. Life is an opportunity for you to make the best of it. So go out there, make the best out of the life that has been given to you, and remember that being you is the best that you can be. So be yourself, because everyone else out there is taking. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for your inspiring words, Dr. Dagger. All right, as our graduands prepare to come forward, I will take this opportunity to request that you hold your applause until all the graduates have crossed the stage. We do, however, welcome spontaneous outbursts of joy, enthusiasm, and maybe even relief from family members and friends. That's all part of the celebration. And so all graduates are celebrated equally. We ask that everyone please remain for the duration of the ceremony. So I now ask to come forward, and I thank in advance the University Registrar, Robin Parr.
Will the graduands please rise if you're able? Chancellor Fukakusa, President Lashmi, Provost Yanichito Provenzano, honored guests, faculty members, staff, family, and friends of the graduands. I have the honor and pleasure to present graduand from Toronto Metropolitan University's Ted Rogers School of Management degree programs. Our graduands, including those celebrating with us today, as well as those unable to attend and graduating in absentia. I certify that each has met the academic requirements for the awards they are about to receive, and each has been duly approved by Toronto Metropolitan University Senate. My congratulations to each of you. You can be seated.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present candidates for the undergraduate degrees in the Ted Rogers School of Management. Bachelor of Commerce in Business Technology Management. Adedolapo Fortune Abbas. Hamza Abbas. Adil Abdul Noor, Sakariye Abdi, Rawan Abdul Aziz, Rahil Ahmed, Krunal Jaykishan Ahuja, Ryan Alam, Reem Al-Sati, Jeffrey Anton Jesudasan, Yasmin Arabi, Nigaya Art, Khadija Awan with distinction, Dania Ashar, Shazad Azizi, Maziar Babar, Fadi Banam, Sai Shruti Balaji with distinction, Saif Basha with distinction, Ravneet Basi, Liam Bashun, Steve Benitez Castillo with distinction, Joshua Benjamin, Nadeem Burkedley, Saurav Bardwaj, Ryan Bilas, Sergey Buryuk, Yaroslavna Bogolyubova with distinction, Dylan Budu, Don Russell Cabansal, Andrew Cow, Christopher Cardona, Hans Kenneth Kachu, Angel Ceballos, Calvin Chow, Iram Chima, Eric Chen, Anthony Chung with distinction, David Chima, Navindra Churaman, Aline Cunha Cardoso, Isaac Del Rosario with distinction, Samir Desai, Karanpreet Dinsa, Trinity Ding, Tha'ar Dwake, Marwan Al-Sharkawi, Andy Eng, with distinction. Mohammed Emre Urtas, with distinction. Marcus Familial Wang. Balkis Feya. Austin Fishbacher. Jake Fuller. Jimmy Fung. Peter Fusco. Stephen Gall. Christian Garo. Ishmael Gele. Shankar Gogna. Edgar Gonzalez. Ajay Grewal. Luca Gulizia. Bao Ang Ha, with distinction. Sena Harkar. Isaiah Hermanstein Barkley. Gayatri Hiara Pitia. Muhammad Hussein. Michael Huyn. Joseph Huang, with distinction. Mehdi Iran Madarmaki. Erjan Ishenbekov. Ian Joseph, with distinction. Belinda Yunkai. Almas Kadawala. Mustafa Khan. Zara Khan. Nikita Kinkis. Niroja Kuganaswaran. Edward Kulikov. Akash Kigo. Wendy Lee, with distinction. Matthew Lang. Fanshu Lin, with distinction. Noklam Lo, with distinction. Anthony Lee. Edmund Ma. Jonathan Mahilraja. Jayathan Mahirajan. Matthew Maiku. Haji Malik. Jasnoor Man. Heba Masood. Monis Matloob, with distinction. Haley McCalla. Maheen Mia, with distinction. Rodney Mingel, Joshua Moken, Wayman Moy, Aliana Muzaffar with distinction, Crystal Nagre, Arcel Nasir, Mustafa Nasser, Saloom Nabarak, Yasmin Osman, Kirandeep Pada, Irene Panyatip, Shalini Pathmanathan, Harman Pawar, Ron Pompa, Nicholas Prasad, Thomas Chu with distinction, Marat Rafikov, Ishtiaq Rahman, Tanisha Rajendran with distinction, Ali Raza, Johar Raza, Zainab Raza, Sami Radwan, Aaron Resplandor, Christian Reswena, Tafazwa Rory, Jordan Rhodes, Rifa Rushta, Max Sable, Troy Sahadeo, Alexi Saleni, Muhammad Shah, Anum Shahwab, Muhammad Shahzad, Malaika Shakil with distinction, Halit Shehu with distinction, Hira Sheikh, Dana Shorsh, Benjamin Smith, Hamza Sohail, Sean Stewart, Gabrielle Suki, Janakan Sukumal, Taymor Sultan, Kamil Tani, Elliot Tan, Lamia Tasneem, Jewel Taro, Nanthujan Tharmalingam, Thibiha Theyabaran, Rajisan Theva Manoharan, Jacob Tran, Tiffany Tran, Maingok Trong, Godwin C., Ronan Serlin, Zainul Abdin Ijaz, Rosemary Vu, Samir Wafa, Sami Wahab, Pranav Walia, Krishni Warkagoda Vithnij, Binjia Young, Babak Zandnya, Junkai Zheng, Alvin Zhang, Tina Zhang with distinction, Bachelor of Commerce in Business Technology Management Cooperative Program, Sara Abdallah with distinction, Rifat Ahmed with distinction, Saeed Ahmed with distinction, Imran Arif, Simran Arora with distinction, Thomas Athanasakos with distinction, Loraib Osaf with distinction, Ramon Enrico Batista, Solomia Biliak, Brian Bolyozos, Brandon Tanka with distinction, Kenneth Kalangan with distinction, Justin Chan with distinction, Christopher Cheng, Nesma Al-Qadi, Mustafa Fadul, Naveed Fadi Dekordi, Jason Fernandez with distinction, Kenneth Fong with distinction, Sahib Gaba with distinction, Taylor Gallo, Adam Guerrero with distinction, Cody Ha with distinction, Marcus Howe with distinction, Vanessa Hu with distinction, Yusra Hussein, Muhammad Idris, Zakaria Izzuddin, Akib Javed with distinction, Oluwa Teniola Johnson, Winnie Ko with distinction, Krishan Kasandas, Minam Kokar with distinction, Saurav Kishore with distinction, Cindy Lam with distinction, Seth Lam with distinction, Christy Lau, Arun Maharaj, Babishan Maheswaran with distinction, Tabassum Mir with distinction, Yash Mehta, Janvi Mewada with distinction, Matthew Moretti, Abbas Nasser with distinction, Muhammad Bilal Nathalia, Rameya Navarat Naraja, Monica Ngao, Tenzin Norjin with distinction, Rohan Panchal, Maham Pasha, Mikhail Pereira, Lavina Perso with distinction, Philip Pham with distinction, Thuong Phan, Arkam Qureshi with distinction, Jasmine Jade Saw with distinction, William Scott with distinction, Jasleen Sharma, Ladursa Sivakuma, Ekomjot Son with distinction, Tishan Sripavan with distinction, Abhishek Suboshan, Amar Suleiman with distinction, Sophie Tran, Trami Tran with distinction, Tammy Trong with distinction, Athavin Vasantaraj with distinction, Hasib Virk, Andrew Vu, with distinction. Nicholas Wong, with distinction. Muhammad Zafar. Shiza Zahid. Sally Zheng, with distinction. Bachelor of Commerce, Honors in Business Management, Economics and Management Science. Iqbal Eren, with distinction. Bachelor of Commerce, Honors in Hospitality and Tourism Management. Leen Abbas. Jad Aboud. Carla Aguilar. Ifechukwu Agulefo. Saraya Ali. Tasneem Ali. Ziyad Al-Mazri. Felicia Angwillian. Riham Ashraf, with distinction. Muhammad Badawi. Lucas Bruce. Barbara Tsaka. Lei Lindy Kao. Brett Carlson. Amanda Chan, with distinction. Lily Chan. Wei Chan. Wingyao Christy Chu. Alexandra Curry. Alexandria May David. Eleanor DiMartini. Yongshi Deng. Hang Do. Mustafa Al-Baradi. Janine Falorina, with distinction. Giselle Ferrer, with distinction. Yifan Han. Neda Hassan. Jennifer Herlin. Jamie Irwin. Amar Jawad. Rudamia John. Shinyu Ji. Crystal Cam. Jada Kamara. Gulraj Karwal, Daniel Katsaga, Kashish Kurana with distinction, Meena Kim with distinction, Sujin Kim, Nirojan Koneswaran, Lisa Lee, Anik Lemoyne with distinction, Tingji Lee, Yuan Fei Lee, Xianzehwei Lu, Adi Malev, Shirui Mao, Bethlehem Nuguse Gabru, An Nguyen with distinction, Noktun An Nguyen, Oh Nicole, Andrew Park, Somin Park with distinction, Sherming Chan with distinction, Xian Ren with distinction, Cheryl Smith with distinction, Danling Sun, Chije Sun, Mengmin Tang, Jia Thordardota with distinction, Daisy Tinkler, Charmaine Tu, Sheching Wan, Siqi Wan, Jennifer Wu, Yeqing Yang, Jeffrey Tingshuan Wan, Yuchen Zhao, Ziwei Zhao, Xuan Zhou, Bachelor of Commerce Honors in Hospitality and Tourism Management, Cooperative Program. Victoria Chan with distinction. Carly Cheng with distinction. Isaac Keros. Ethan Zarene, who is being congratulated on stage by their mother, Lillian Zarene, from the Yates School of Graduate Studies. Madam Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of today's graduates.
Hello, TMU grads. I'm Jen McMillan, Vice Provost students, and I'm so happy to share this special moment with you. Every one of you set a major goal for yourself. And today, after years of hard work and sacrifice, we honor all that you've accomplished. Your degree is a celebration of the courage it took to get you here, of the hard work and dedication you've demonstrated inside and outside of the classroom, of the breakthroughs that have helped mold you into the person you've become, and of the community you've found along the way. Your degree represents more than just the assignments you've completed and the exams that you've written. The student groups, the passion projects, the events and the games, they all represent the many ways you help build this community that will live on well past graduation. Whether your families, friends, and supporters are near or far today, I know they are celebrating this achievement with you. You've completed something significant, and great opportunities await you. As you enter this next phase of your lives, I challenge you to keep growing and using your unique voices to change the world. Never be afraid to be courageous, to be loud, and to be bold. Finally, thank you for choosing us. We're so proud that you'll forever be a part of the TMU community.
Today is about celebrating how far you've come.
And we'd like to take this opportunity to talk about how far you're going to go.
You have become a part of something bigger.
Graduating from TMU is a major milestone.
I still remember exactly how I felt when I was in your seat on this very day. I definitely had a mixture of emotions.
I was just feeling very proud.
At Convocation, I felt very prepared for my career, but very excited, but also a little sad.
Quite optimistic.
Nostalgic.
I felt excited and I felt prepared.
Walking across that stage at Convocation meant that I fulfilled personal goals, but I also fulfilled the goals of the family, and that was really important.
As much as it was the end of the chapter, it was actually the start of something great.
And I had so many questions, like, how am I going to make my big dreams come true?
Do I have it all figured out?
How am I going to come back?
So it was party time, but also you got some work to do down the road. Start thinking about it.
As a member of the TMU alumni community, we are here to show you that you have a safety net.
As TMU alumni, you are part of a supportive network of people
who are committed to lifting each other up and helping each other grow.
Today,
tomorrow,
and always.
So just take a deep breath.
Enjoy this moment.
And remember, we're here to support you.
And we can't wait to see what you go on to accomplish.
Well, they should buy the picture frame. Buy the picture frame.
Please welcome Provost and Vice President Academic Roberto Yanachito Provenzano.
Thank you, Dean Holmes. Good morning. Congratulations. I feel so honored and privileged to be here as your provost and vice president academic. Today marks an incredibly exciting moment in your life. As we bring today's convocation ceremony to a close, I would like us to reflect on the sacrifices and successes that have led to this moment. Take a minute to consider the challenges that you have overcome. Endless study sessions and perhaps some all-nighters dedicated to finishing that assignment or to getting through some tough exams. Extracurricular activities that you had to balance with a demanding academic schedule. And all of this on top of a global pandemic that pushed and challenged you in ways that you couldn't even imagine. And consider the incredible things that you gained along the way. Perhaps some cherished moments at varsity games or at campus events that you can reminisce about with the lifelong friends you've made, and hopefully an appetite for learning to fuel your growth in the years ahead. During your time at TMU, you pushed the boundaries of innovation, you flexed your entrepreneurial muscles, and you championed diversity and inclusion. Without hesitation or apology, you challenged the status quo, and you made your mark on our community. I am only one of the many people here today that is so proud of you. To your family and friends, I know my colleagues have already applauded with respect to family and supporters, but I think the graduating class needs to do that one more time. Your support has been incredibly important to each and every one of our graduates, and you have contributed to their success in so many different ways that I'm sure they'll always remember. Finally, I want to reinforce one very important thing. By completing your journey here, you will always be part of the TMU family, an ever-growing group of passionate people doing remarkable work in every corner of the world. As you embark on this next phase in your journey, remember that there is no single path to success. You will define it on your own terms. And when you do, I hope that you will remember to share your stories with us. I wish you a bright future filled with happiness and lifelong learning, and a beautiful rest of the day celebrating with your family and friends. Thank you.
I would like to thank all of the staff, the volunteers, and faculty members here today who helped make this ceremony a wonderful experience for all. We will close our ceremony today with the national anthem. Following the anthem, I would ask all those who were standing to remain doing so until all the graduates have left the arena. Graduates, please follow our arena marshals who will usher you to the 4th floor to join your family and friends. I now am very pleased to welcome Carrie Wiebe from the Office of the Dean in the Ted Rogers School of Management to sing O Canada. Thank you so much for celebrating with us today.